regular season win and, more importantly, start strong in this group round.
Yeah, it's important to gain some early momentum because you can be out of this in a hurry. We've seen good teams blink, and they're gone.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Daniels out there with Edwards. Then it's Ausar Thompson. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Turner in at the 5 down low. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
Now here's Henderson. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Just 5 to shoot, and it's sent back by Turner. Here's Eason. Plays it up and banks it in.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. Their team's main focus tonight, well, it starts with All-Star Anthony Edwards. He said Ant is an incredible player. He's so physical. We have to throw multiple bodies at him. It's got to be a team effort to keep Edwards in check. An ambitious game plan. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. And it's the Bulls with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Here's Edwards. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you. Anthony is built like a linebacker. That upper body strength helps him down low.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. They get the rebound. Pass to Horton Tucker. Banchero, a screen on Thompson. Horton Tucker, the pass to Banchero. And they pick up 2.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Now Eason. Back to Edwards. Pulls up on the elbow. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Well, they'll be happy with
To watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Horton Tucker with it. He's covered by Thompson. Horton Tucker, the pass to Anderson. Great D that time from Edwards.
That's just the bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss them.
And Thompson throws it down.
I think the rim could be 12 feet off the ground, and Thompson could still go get the lob.
Let's see some of the numbers here for Miles Turner.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Now, here's Bridges. Picked by Williams. Lets it go from deep. Bridges misses.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
On the wing, Thompson. Defended by Horton Tucker. Now Thompson. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Count it.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Here's Henderson, following the score by Miles Turner. Eason against Banchero. Williams passes to Horton Tucker. Banchero inside. Eason on him. The turnaround jumper. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Now here's Thompson. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. The three-pointer no good. Banchero against Eason. Banchero inside. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Oh, the officials are all over that.
Bulls shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And through this early portion, Greg, of the season, we've had our fair share of surprises.
Yeah, it's fun to see the preseason predictions go up in flames, right? Every year it feels like we have at least one team that overachieves and shocks us all.
Out of bounds, Cleveland will take possession. And here is our 2K leaderboard. These teams have been on fire over the course of the past 10 games. The Bulls in second.
It's been a great run for them, kind of shooting the basketball. You love when multiple guys get into a groove at the same time.
Bridges outside. Henderson with the screen for Bridges. Pass to Banchero. And here is Williams. Shoots over Turner. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Last game for the Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers. Edwards passes to Eason. Tries it from 9, and he drops that one in. Edwards got his second bucket.
And the touch on Edwards' shot is really nice. Gives it just enough power to drop in.
Drew Holiday is checked in for Thompson. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Bulls. They're in second, looking to take over the first spot. And checking out Cleveland, 7.5 games behind.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they haven't looked anything like the team we thought they'd be this year. Still such a long way to go. They could be in line for a long, tumultuous season.
Yeah, I'm not sure this can be written off just as a slow start. I think this might be the team that they are.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Williams with the block. They recovered. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Williams, a screen on Edwards. Here's Henderson. The rebound by Turner.
Normally he drains that.
Here's Edwards. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Edwards got 6 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Henderson passes to Banchero. But tried by Henderson. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And, Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Bridges outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Nice effort by Bridges. He's got that wiry strength.
Pass to Eason. Back to Edwards. Over Henderson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 10 points for him.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Bridges passes to Henderson. And then jammed down as he goes right over Anthony Edwards.
A little like Donovan Mitchell there. Henderson makes some really tough shots in traffic.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Edwards. 10 points for him. And that one, good.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And so Henderson will bring it out for the Cavaliers. They trail by 6. Banchero kicks to Henderson. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Miles Turner. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Mark Williams. Hardaway comes in for Horton Tucker. And Anthony subbed in for Bridges. Then for the Bulls, Cade is checked in, and it's Neesmith in for Dyson Daniel. Now here's Rose. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Henderson looking it over. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Chicago leading by 3. Outside Holiday. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Oh, I love how committed Holiday is. Even with the contact, he finds a way to capitalize.
Rose against Anthony. It's hauled in by the Bulls. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Yeah, I mean, their execution at times was flawless, but they also made some mistakes that ultimately did them in.
And it's just a couple of bad breaks, and then you're on the losing end. I'm sure they're going to bounce back quickly.
Here's Hardaway. Following the score by Derrick Rose. Hardaway passes to Anthony. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
I think the defense will live with him taking mid-range jumpers, but maybe just a little bit more resistance.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on it.
Hardaway, no good. The Bulls with the lead. Down low, here's Queta. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Paolo Banchero is not skipping steps. Magic Superstar says it's like anything in life. It's a process. Having that perspective just makes you want to work every day because this is the best league in the world. If you become impatient, you're going to drive yourself crazy. It's a cliche, Kevin. Just keep pounding away. Back to you.
Well said, David. Dedication to the craft. EA thanks. Now, here's Rose. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Knicks in New York. Pass to Thompson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Attacking the rack to great effect.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones. Love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Holmes with a screen on Rose. Anthony down low is covered by Rose. Anthony's shot is off.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Pass to Holiday. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Now, here's Bridges. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game.
When he's on, the three-pointer can be a real weapon for Bridges.
And here's Holiday after Mikal Bridges hitting the three. And Drew Holiday with the three. Holiday's got his second basket of the night.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Anthony against Rose. Shoots the three. No good that time. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's your... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Bulls guys have been rolling right along, haven't they?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Can they keep up the pace? Who knows? But they're already in a great position to win this one.
So with Williams on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Niang out there with Hardaway. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. Then it's Bridges. And it's Anthony in at the point. Now, here's Bridges. To the inside. Here's Holmes, and it's blocked.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Thompson with the bucket.
If he develops a consistent three-point shot in his first few years, Thompson's going to be scary.
Holmes with a screen on Holiday. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Hardaway finds Anthony. Holmes with a screen on Rose. To the paint. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Holmes.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
To the inside. Here's Kata. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to go on Rashawn Holmes. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
Anthony's shot is off. Chicago leading by 14. Here's Holiday. And the rejection by Holmes. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Pass to Rose. Blocked again. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Holmes. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Thompson, now off the inbound. And here is Anthony. Still scoreless. And they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there, since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard so we can see and check out some of the most feared defenders in the league. The steal leaders among shooting guards. Second, Drew Holiday.
And this is a very intense group. I mean, those steals don't come by accident. I mean, they've gotten them through the effort, and they're willing to expend that kind of energy on that aspect of the game.
Yeah, the kind of active defense these guys play require a lot of stamina, and they don't have an off switch. It's all effort all the time.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Bridges. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
He's someone you can rely on to bring it on a nightly basis. When they need a basket, he's the guy they turn to.
Now, here's Bridges. 5 points in the game.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Richard, so many things about Drew Holiday's game we love, but what impresses you most about his game?
Well, I know it's an easy answer, but it's his defense. It's hard to be a feared defender in the modern NBA, Kevin. But Holiday is such a pest at all times on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Bridges. 4 on the clock. Good D by Holiday. Bulls leading by 13. Pass to Rose. Thompson with it. And here's Wagner, covered by Anthony. Fades. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let or they are up big.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
The speed makes Thompson such a threat with the ball in his hands.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Anthony, the pass to Holmes. Back to Anthony. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Rose against Anthony. A floater. Rebounded by Anthony. Anthony's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Bridges, no one around him. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. He's got 8.
This demonstrates how confident Bridges has become. Knows he has a green light to fire away.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look now for Cleveland. Mark Williams is checked in for Richaun Holmes. And Scoot Henderson subbed in for Anthony. Turner's checked in for the Bulls. Edwards comes in for Thompson. Now here's Edwards. He's got 12. No good there. Bridges deciding where to go with it. It's stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Chicago. Here's Rose. That one goes. Count it.
And this is what Rose brings to the table. When he gets out in the open court, he doesn't take his foot off that pedal.
Outside Hardaway. Henderson outside. Pass to Bridges. Shot clock at 6. Holiday against Hardaway. And the shot goes in. Hardaway's got his first bucket in this one.
He's known for his jump shot, but Hardaway isn't afraid to mix it up inside.
Edwards against Bridges. Here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Over to the wing. Here's Niang, still without a basket. Hardaway, that's a 2-pointer. Chicago grabs the miss. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Rose against Henderson. Outside Edwards. Launches it. The rebound by Niang.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Hardaway, no good. Bulls leading by 14. Outside Holiday. Here's Rose. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Down low. It's stolen by Edwards. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Goes up. And Turner throws it down.
Hard to stop Turner in close. As soon as he has prime positioning, he is going for the slam.
Timeout.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. For the Cavaliers, Banchero comes in for George Niang. And Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And then for Chicago, Tari Eason comes in for Wagner. And Daniels subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Henderson. 12 points for him. Horton-Tucker with it. Here's the floater. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Here's Daniels. Henderson defending. At the top of the key, Turner. Pass to Eason. And Edwards puts up a deep three. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Banchero passes to Henderson. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now here's Rhodes. He has 6. Turner with a screen for Rhodes. Inside. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Rhodes. And that's now 6 points for Miles Turner. Henderson passes to Banchero. Back to Henderson. Here's Bridges. Takes it inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Richard, one thing you don't see Mikal Bridges do is miss games. He is always out there.
I think it would take a lot to make him sit out of a game. He is committed to being there for his team. It's so impressive.
Chicago making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. Here is Daniels. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Edwards against Henderson. Bridges outside. Takes a 3. Chicago grabs the miss.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Daniels kicks to Thompson. Daniels passes to Turner. To the middle. Edwards, good. Edwards got 4 this quarter.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Henderson passes to Horton Tucker. Now Banchero over Thompson. And another miss by Cleveland. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Eason. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Daniels, no good. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Banchero dishes to Bridges. Williams with the ball. Back to Bridges. Williams a screen to the paint. Got a piece of it. Turner with the steal. Inside. Here's Thompson. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Thompson's got 14.
Gotta do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
Pass to Horton Tucker. A minute 42 left in the second quarter. Banchero, that's good.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Thompson passes to Eason. It's Edwards on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for that. Bridges shot. Good.
Just look at those stats from Bridges, and he is feeling it.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 16. Thompson outside. Shoots over Horton Tucker. .46 seconds left in the first half of basketball. 6 to shoot. Henderson kicks to Banchero. Over Eason. And it's Banchero missing.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Edwards looking it over.
And how about the commitment from Edwards, refusing to give up on that play?
For Chicago, they have converted 4 of 7 free throws on the night.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
first one falls for him.
And what you love about Edwards is how intense he is. Guy plays hard every minute he's on the floor.
And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Here's Henderson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Cavaliers have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Yeah, look over their percentage on the season. I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
And so he hits both. Now Daniels. Eason, a screen on Hardaway. 1 second left, and the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The Bulls lead by 18. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Fans, please direct your attention to the second quarter. And get ready for the fans.
I couldn't tell the difference between that second unit and the first. That's how top to bottom together they've been, man.
Yeah. And now let's see. And that is a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
So with Holiday sitting on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Tari Eason. Daniels out there with Anthony Edwards. Then it's Thompson, and it's Turner in at the center position. Now here's Turner. Poke loose. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. Now let's take a peek at the league leaders in scoring. Second is Anthony Edwards.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Bridges with it. He's covered by Daniels. Baseline try. Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 6 points.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Down low. Thompson passes to Daniels. Thompson, a screen on Bridges. And again, Chicago turns it over.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Thompson. He's averaging 10 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities about 1,000%.
Now, here's Banchero. He has 6. Here's Horton Tucker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Asar Thompson. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Here is Edwards. He's got 18. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Fires top of the key. Chalk up 2 there. Edwards got 20.
And good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
Henderson passes to Williams. Now, here's Bridges. Cleveland moving it around. And stolen by Thompson. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. 16 points for him.
And when it comes to getting up and down the floor, Thompson has few peers.
Here's Horton Tucker. He's covered by Thompson. Bridges shot. Good.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Edwards inside. Henderson defending.
And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end.
Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
The D just...
GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
That is good. And the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Bridges. The Bulls have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Now here's Edwards. 20 points for him. Shoots over Henderson. Here's Turner. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Williams has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Daniels with it, defended by Bridges. Now here's Edwards. Strong move inside by Edwards.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Edwards against Henderson. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Eason. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. The game is certainly going international. Commissioner Adam Silver says, with basketball's exponential growth, it's now truly a global game. We're fortunate that the very best in the world want to play in a single league. And Kevin, the NBA continues to draw talent from all corners of the globe.
And David, you've been all over the globe, and the talent level undeniable. Henderson for 3, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Eason's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Banchero with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Bridges for 3. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Daniels passes to Eason. Here's Edwards. A beautiful finish inside by Ant.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Henderson against Edwards. Now here's Henderson. He's tightly guarded. That shot missing. Great D that time from Edwards. Chicago leading by 12. Thompson passes to Eason. Edwards with it. 5 to shoot. Edwards holding off the D and converts.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Bridges finds Henderson. He takes it in. Misses from close range. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 11, a lucky field goal percentage here in the third. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game, and as outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
And Cleveland making a change here. Hardaway's checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Holiday's checked in. Banchero is screened for Bridges. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, love that. Banchero moves so well with and without the ball.
Edwards passes to Thompson. Back to Edwards. Launches it from deep. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Pass to Hardaway. Out to Bridges. Banchero, a screen on Holiday. Bridges passes to Banchero. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And on paper, Paolo Banchero has so many appealing attributes. His size, build, the ability to find shots. You can easily see why scouts were enamored with this guy as a prospect.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Neesmith comes in for Ausar Thompson, and it's Rose in for Edwards. And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Let him hear it.
Hardaway against Holiday. Outside Turner. Back to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
How about that finish? Holiday showing how determined he is around the rim.
Pass to Banchero. Hardaway with it. Guarded by Holiday. Hardaway goes in. And it's sent back by Turner. Outside Rose to the inside. Rebound by Williams.
And the defense did just enough to bother that dunk attempt.
Here's the drive. Bridges misses.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
From deep, he watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Pushing the pace, Bridges stays ahead of the fast break.
And here's Rose. 6 points for him. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Williams has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Henderson dishes to Williams. Williams, a screen on Holiday. Hardaway from outside. Williams inside. He's against Turner. Williams kicks to Banchero. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Eason. Here's Rose. And yes, it's good. Rose has got 8 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Chicago.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, well, they just jump it. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Rose. 8 points for him. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 3. Yep, that one goes. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter. The Cavaliers trail by 13. Banchero outside. Here's Bridges. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And here's what the Cavaliers' schedule looks like. On Sunday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Boston Celtics.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high-motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Richaun Holmes comes in for Williams, and Anthony subbed in for Scoot Henderson. Now here is Holiday. 9 points in the game so far. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anthony. And the lead is down inside single digits. 6 points for him.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Rose against Anthony. Rose, no good.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Banchero passes to Bridges. Holmes setting the pick for Bridges. Fires the three. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. The Bulls leading by 9. Neesmith with the ball. Bridges covering.
I guess we can credit the defense for that one going wide. They did everything they could to influence the shot.
It's stolen by Eason. Fast break, Chicago. Here's Neesmith. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
George Niang, he's checked in for Cleveland. And Chicago also making a switch. Mo Wagner's checked in for Tari Eason. Now here's Anthony. He's got 6. That one drops for him.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Banchero against Holiday. 26 seconds left to play here in the third. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got 6 rebounds in the game. Anthony on the wing. Here's the three. That one doesn't go. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Bulls. That quarter had to take a... Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. So with Williams on the bench, this is who Kenny Atkinson has out there. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with George Niang. Then it's Anthony. Then there's Rashawn Holmes. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, they've gotten careless, Kevin. No doubt about it with their turnovers in the second half.
The Bulls leading by 10. Rose surveying the D. Wagner outside. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Cleveland. Pass to Holmes. Bridges left side. Now Hardaway, guarded by Holiday. Hardaway, no good. The Bulls shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Wagner has screen on Hardaway. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Yeah, no triples for him here in the second half. One fell in the first, though. Can he turn it up?
And he makes that one.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Anthony against Rose. There's the triple. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Bulls lead by 14.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Bridges for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Bridges has got 28 points for the game.
He has a long range this half. He's taken advantage.
Neesmith, the pass to Queta. Back to Neesmith. Outside Rose. Driving to the basket. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And this is who Rose is. This guy's a warrior, never backing down from an aggressive defense.
Anthony, the pass to Bridges. Hardaway for 3. No good that time. Holiday with the defensive effort. Chicago leading by 13. Outside Rose. Over Anthony. And it's Rose missing.
I rushed that one a little bit. Pretty clean look inside.
Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Outside Rose. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Wagner, right side. The wide open look here for Holiday. It's good from long range.
His first triple of the second half. Can he get it going?
The Cavaliers trail by 14. Bridges up top. Neesmith covering. The three. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Queta, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Rose against Anthony. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Rose. No good on that one. Henderson's checked in for Hardaway. The Bulls also changing it up. Jones comes in for Mo Wagner. And it's Edwards in for Aaron Neesmith.
Normally he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
Holiday dishes to Jones. Here's Rose. Rebounded by Holmes. Holmes got rebound number 8 now on the night. Here's Anthony. It's tipped. Chicago leading by 16. Rose passes to Jones. Pass to Edwards. Over Anthony. Edwards can't hit. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Bridges shot. Good.
There are nights when this team leans on Bridges, and tonight is one of those nights.
Anthony against Rose. Here's Queta. Outside Edwards. Shoots over Henderson. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Edwards got 14 points here in the second half. And it's Anthony with the ball for the Cavaliers. It's a 16-point game. Here he goes, and it's blocked. And that'll be Cleveland as it goes out of bounds. Cavaliers retain possession. A different look now for Cleveland. Williams is checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Caro comes in for George Niang. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Cole Anthony. On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Daniels. Hardaway is screen on Edwards. Here's Henderson. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Edwards against Bridges. Edwards with it. Drives to the hoop. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Edwards got 4 points this quarter.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to Hardaway. Bridges outside. Here's Hardaway. He's covered by Thompson. 5 on the clock. Hardaway kicks to Banchero. Over Eason. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Daniels. Defended by Bridges. Back to Daniels. Turner with a screen on Bridges. Here's Daniels. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Horton Tucker's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the NBA last season, Richard, really emphasizing it's an 82-game league. And I know you love that.
Oh, that is my favorite thing. I was taught by the legends of the game that you go out there and play every single night that you can. At some point in time, the sports and science team realized that it is very difficult to be a professional. But I stand by. 82 games is an achievement that very few can achieve now.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 2.
Good on both. Now Henderson. Pass to Bridges. Now Banchero. Williams finds Bridges. Eason against Banchero. Thompson with the rebound.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Here's Edwards. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Edwards got 38 points. Cleveland's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Williams a screen on Edwards. Henderson passes to Horton Tucker. Cleveland moving the ball around. Outside Williams. Over Turner. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Daniels. To the paint. Looking for Eason. He gets it there. Comes up empty down low. Cavaliers shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense.
The top 2 things Bridges does well, defend and hit jumpers off the catch.
Eason with it. Thompson outside. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Perfect connection on the oop. Bridges is very good at going up and finishing lobs as a wing.
Chicago leading by 18. Thompson dishes to Turner. Pass to Eason. And here's Daniels. Here's Eason. And Edwards slams it in.
The stunning athletic ability of Edwards going up high for that alley-oop.
Bridges outside. Henderson with the screen for Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Pass to Banchero. Out to Henderson. Now, here's Bridges. Down low. Here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Turner looking around. Here is Daniels, defended by Bridges. Back to Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Bulls.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display
here today.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Anthony Edwards.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
And here's Henderson. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to Bridges. Henderson against Edwards. Williams, a screen on Eason. Here's Banchero. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
He's perfect from the line this time. And here's Rose. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standings.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have...
Big truck, big wheel, big bop, them, all they hate my guts. Tryna gain my trust, but it's all love.